Welcome to Sheppard High School and the 26th Annual Totem Hoop Classic from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm Thomas Houghton and I'll be your play-by-play announcer. My color commentator today will be Alex Tonzi. Today's game will be the McGrath Pandas versus the Sheppard T-Birds on the women's side. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast. We have Dave Foley on camera. Alex Testowich is our switcher, and Rob Zitlau is our director. We are very excited to be procasting this game from our fantastic gym, and I hope you guys enjoy the game. Well, Alex, I can say that once you get through the first round, it's always inevitably going to be a harder round in the second game, and looking at this McGrath Pandas roster here, you can see they have quite a few grade 12s in experience.
Yeah, definitely, Thomas, and I spoke with their head coach earlier before the game here, and look for the McGrath Pandas to play a very high-tempo game. He says they're going to press a lot. They're going to play some hard defense, so we'll have to see how our Sheppard T-Birds counteract that.
Yeah, this is just the test that the Sheppard women and Nate Kerr and his coaching staff are looking for early in the season. Here's the jump. Kate Manning wins the ball, dribbles to the wing, goes baseline, puts up the floater, no good. Shep with the rebound. Travel. A little bit of a jittery start there, rush shot, but I'm sure they'll settle into it soon. Carrying up the ball is Ellie Wild for the Pandas. She hands off to number 7 on the wing. Now she goes to the baseline. Shep steals the ball. Emily Adair with the steal. And Kate Manning dribbles up the sideline. Passes back to Emily. That's a grade 10 guard right there, folks. Oh, great pass by Kate, but no good. Out of bounds, McGrath Pandas ball.
Again, 2 grade 10s in the game for the Sheppard T-Birds, Annika Bosch and Emily Adair. Always good to see grade 10s step up and contribute right off the bat here.
Ellie Wild brings up the ball again for McGrath. Oh, great pass from the wing. And a bank shot. That's a great pass over the head, cross court.
Of course, Montana Breezy, number 7 with the basket there.
Kate Manning trapped here in the corner, keeps her dribble alive. Wow, beats 2 players. Foul on the McGrath Pandas on Ellie Wild, number 1. Great composure there by Kate. Ella McKenzie to inbound the ball for the T-Birds. Kate Manning receives. Screen by Emily Adair. Kate Manning still has the ball. Looks to penetrate. Dishes to Emily. Emily from the top. Keeps the ball. Back to McKenzie. Back to Manning. And a shot clock violation against the T-Birds. That's good defense right there by the McGrath Pandas.
And Coach Kerr does not look to be too pleased that his bench was not letting the players on the floor know that the clock was expiring, so look for that adjustment to be made right away here.
Absolutely. Ellie Wild to Lucy Wild. Lucy Wild through the lane, puts up the shot, and draws the foul. Tough call there on Ella McKenzie.
Of course, Ella, again, as mentioned in our previous broadcast, a great dual sport athlete for the school. Quite a volleyball player, and actually very tough kid. She's I know she's battling a bit of a knee injury right now, and it's great to see her out there working hard.
First shot was good by Lucy Wild. Second one's missed, but she gets her own rebound and misses the shot. They get their second rebound. Jenna Taylor with the offensive board and puts it back in. It's 5-0 for McGrath. Manning up the middle. Ellie Wild draws the foul, or draws the steal. Gets it back on a give and go. Oh, and draws another foul on the Sheppard T-Birds. That was a great steal by Ellie Wild to Lucy Wild. And back again. Great give and go opportunity and really going hard to the basket there.
Again, you're starting to see a little bit of that press from the McGrath team, and Shep hasn't quite figured out a way to counteract that yet. So,
first miss free throw by Lucy Wild. Here's the second. And misses the second one. Again, McKenzie with the board. Manning holds the ball, dribbles up the middle. Wild is on her. Emily Adair gives it up. Wild to the basket. Misses. Rebound to McGrath. Ellie Wild with the ball. Drive from Montana from the wing. And rebound for Ross Sheppard. McKenzie to Manning. Manning down the sideline. Great pass to the baseline. Oh, out of bounds on Ross Sheppard. That's a tough one on Annika Bosch.
Absolutely, yeah. She had the right idea there, driving baseline, but unfortunately just tiptoed into the out of bounds.
Maybe a little nerves. You know, there's 2 grade 10s on the floor for Shep right now. Big crowd, big high school tournament, but they'll grow into the game as it goes on. McGrath moves the ball, swings it back. Great cut, but misses. Ellie Johnson, unfortunately, just couldn't get that one to drop. Kate Manning dribbles up the ball, up the middle. Oh, offensive foul on Manning. Lucy Wild gets to the spot, beats her, and plants her feet. You can see it. She anticipates it, and it's right in her chest. Good call by the referees. Takes
the charge, yeah. That's a tough play. Obviously shows a lot of toughness and character to be able to do that, Thomas.
Absolutely. Montana to inbound. Over the top, little too far. Ellie Johnson on McGrath cannot get to it. It is Ross Sheppard ball. Zoe Tangi looks to be inbounding it. Alex, I don't know about you, but to me this looks like one of those games where if they just get one basket and get going, it might give the girls some confidence.
Absolutely, and it looks like Thomas Houghton's going with Julia Brandner now, grade 11 guard, so hopefully she can provide a little bit of a spark for this team here.
Absolutely. Elle McKenzie here on the sideline for the T-Birds to inbound the ball. Just waiting for the refs to get everything settled, and it looks like we are starting again. Oh, McKenzie overthrows it, but Shep wins back the ball. Up ahead to Manning. Passes to Adair. Oh, it was a good look, just couldn't execute. It's a tough pass, that bounce pass from the wing under the basket.
Absolutely, and you know, the thought is there. Execution may not be there just quite yet, and maybe these girls just need to slow it down in their heads a little bit, but all in all, they're getting things going here.
Ellie Johnson with the ball now. Passes to Jenna Taylor. Out to Montana Brezere. The three is no good. Tipped out by McGrath Pandas. Ross Sheppard ball. It is 6:06 here in the first quarter, and it is 5-0 for the McGrath Pandas over the Ross Sheppard senior women. Another turnover there. Taylor to the basket, dishes it off to Bezere. Out back to the wing. Oh, and they're called for a 3-second violation. Good ball movement there by McGrath, but unfortunately someone didn't get out of the key. Inbound to Brander. She dribbles the ball. Passes to Manning. Manning on the wing. Looking to get in the offense. Tangi with the screen. Manning can't make it fall, but Adair gets the offensive board, goes up. Oh, unfortunately cannot get it to drop. Ball goes out to Ellie Wild, the grade 12 point guard for McGrath. Good pass inside, back to Wild. Bezere drives. Dishes to Hoy. Oh, but Hoy's called for a walk. Got to keep those feet planted.
Again, a little bit of a slow start here for both teams, Thomas, as it's only 5-0 and we're 7 minutes in almost.
Yeah. It's one of those games, I think, where it's early in the season. It's a good test for both of them, but sometimes that means a little bit of a grittier game to start it. Oh, great pass by McKenzie to Adair. Oh, but she can't get it to fall.
And tough luck around the hoop here.
Outlet it to Blackmore. Back to Wild. Oh, great pass underneath the basket. The pump fake. Oh, but it's missed by Jenna Taylor. McKenzie with the rebound. Out to Manning. Manning through the lane. Dishes to Tangi. Oh, but called for a walk. Didn't have her feet set.
And Coach Kerr's calling a timeout here. Maybe trying to settle the girls down a little bit.
Yeah, reset. So far, it's all McGrath in this game, although it's not so far out of reach. It's only a 5-point deficit. You can see McGrath likes to push up the floor and really put pressure on the ball handlers.
Absolutely, Thomas. And again, that's exactly what their coach said they wanted to do. So You know, Shep's going to have to find an answer for that aggressive style of play. I know Coach Kerr was really preaching to his girls earlier today that he wanted to see them use their speed and athleticism a little bit more than they did last game. So look for maybe that adjustment to happen here after the timeout.
Absolutely. I think another thing to consider here too is that they're not afraid to go to the boards, and that's part of that aggressive style that you've been talking about. There's already been, I think, 3 or 4 offensive boards for the McGrath Pandas, and you know, Ross Sheppard will have to readjust and really get out and make contact with their players in order to keep them out of the key. Absolutely.
And on a related note, the crowd is starting to fill up here at Shep. We're getting a fuller gym, so exciting times here at the school. I mean, the opening ceremonies was a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, so got to take that into account here as these girls are maybe battling a little bit of nerves here to start.
Absolutely. It's a McGrath ball on the sideline. Montana Bressere looks to inbound to senior point guard Ellie Wild. Ellie Wild gets across half. Passes to Ellie Hoy. At the top to Jenna Taylor. Oh, but it's called offensive foul, moving screen. Oh. That's a tough one as a coach out of a timeout. You always hope that you could draw something up and get a quick hitter, but sometimes it just doesn't work.
Sometimes it doesn't work, yeah. Hopefully Shep can capitalize on that mistake now.
Oh, and the pass by Brander to Manning is just a little too high. That's for for McGrath Pandas. That's Montana Bressere inbounding to Ellie Wild. Back to Bressere. Pops up to Taylor. Over to Hoy. Oh, and back to Wild. She comes off the screen, drives into the lane. Oh, great pass and cut by Bressere. Wild was very patient and knew that she would get to the spot. Great shot. And they continue to press. Brander has the ball, passes across half. Tangi has it now. Out to Dare. To Brander. Oh, and Manning in the corner. Takes the shot, goes up to the top. Takes the ball to the 45. Looking to pass. Brander to Tangi. Puts up the shot. Oh, but called for the travel. Tough one. Ball. Once again, McGrath showing that they can play some defense not only by pushing up into the front court, but also in the half court.
Absolutely, and of course, McGrath is a little bit of a different school than Shep. I spoke with their coach again, and apparently their graduating class only has 22 students, so a very small town, and it's really quite impressive that they're able to put together such a high-caliber team here, Thomas.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it really speaks volumes about basketball down in southern Alberta. Not just McGrath, but you've got the Raymonds, and you've got the Cardstons, etc. They really go head-to-head when they play that. Oh, tough call there.
A little bit of an elbow or...
Yep, looks like it was called on Bosch.
Julia Murray checks in.
Yeah, and Ellie Hoy now at the line for the McGrath Pandas. First one's good. Second is good. McKenzie takes the ball to inbound. And Murray catches it, passes to Manning. Manning needs to get it across half. They're running out of time. Oh, it's off a knee. Murray picks it up. Good patience. Passes out to the wing to Adair. Out to Manning. Manning drives. Pulls up. Oh, offensive board by Tangi. Out to Adair, who drives. Oh, shot will not count. The foul was called on the floor. Still Ross Sheppard ball.
Good effort there by Emily Adair to get into the basket. Unfortunately, again, a little bit of bad luck with that foul call, but happy to see her have the confidence to make that play, Tom.
Absolutely. Ross Sheppard currently has on the floor Julia Murray, Ella McKenzie, Kate Manning, Emily Adair, and Zoe Tangi. McKenzie inbounds it to Tangi. Looks inside, nothing there. Across to Adair. Adair, back to Tangi, dribbles, dish off to Manning. Manning launches from 3. No. Oh, and Murray just missed that opportunity to catch it and put it back up. Unfortunate for the T-Birds. McGrath ball. Brooke Balderston is now in the game. She inbounds. Lucy Wild is carrying up the ball. Grade 11 guard. Back to Balderston. Across to Blackmore. Maddie Cook inside, gets it back to Wild, who launches from 3. Oh, and it comes off. McKenzie can't get to it, but shields her player, and it is Ross Sheppard basketball. Tangi to inbound. Murray receives. Up the sideline. Oh, but it's stolen by Wild. Wild to Blackmore. Back to Wild. Goes to the top. Looks to get McGrath set in their offense. Oh, but she's called for the double dribble.
And some very tough defense here from the McGrath Pandas, forcing a lot of turnovers here.
Really keeping the Ross Sheppard Lady T-Birds off the board and out of our offense. So great pass by McKenzie to Manning. Manning hard to the basket, on the baseline to Adair. Shoots it. Oh, can't get it to drop. They just don't seem to have luck on their side in this first quarter. Rebound by Straight. Out to Wild. Wild to Cook. Looks for it back. No, not there. Blackmore drives from the top. Out to Balderson. Back to Wild. Wild shoots from 3. Oh, off the front rim. Murray with the rebound. Murray outlets to Adair. It's a 2-on-1. Passes to Manning. Manning shoots. Oh, can't get it. McKenzie fighting for that rebound. Oh, but it goes to McGrath. Wild pushes the ball. She's looking up. She's looking to take advantage in the transition here. Oh, around the defender, off the glass, but she misses. Great rebound by Adair. Oh, but Wild steals it. Out to Blackmore. Blackmore off the glass. No good. McGrath is really going hard for these offensive boards. You got to give them credit here.
Absolutely, and number 2, Lucy Wild of the McGrath Pandas is really showing quite a bit of tenacity on the floor tonight, Thomas.
Absolutely, and Charna Gudzulich checks in for Ella McKenzie. For the Shep T-Birds, inbounded here by Wild to Blackmore, back to Wild, corner 3. No good, pushes out to Manning. Off the glass, and the Shep T-Birds are on the board. Great outlet pass by Murray.
Excellent athleticism there by Kate Manning to basically have a walk-in from half court there, and had a girl hot on her tail and made that shot. That's awesome to see.
That's great. Keeping this within under double digits is a big thing for the T-Birds right now, just getting back in a rhythm. Out to Wild, the older Wild. Now to Balderson. Balderson dribbles to the baseline, gets stopped. Into Blackmore. Oh, and Tangi's called for the reach. And unfortunately, Shep have committed 5 fouls, so we're in the bonus. Blackmore goes to the line for the McGrath Pandas. Checking in now is Jenna Taylor, and she will take off number 15, Miranda Straight. First one by Blackmore is good. One thing I will say, Alex, is that if you're going to play an aggressive brand of basketball, you're often going to go to the free throw line quite regularly. So it's always good to be a high-efficiency shooting team from the free throw line. You can really, I mean, they call it the charity stripe for a reason.
Absolutely, yeah.
And once again, an offensive board by McGrath. Great pass and off the glass. They're really putting pressure on the T-boards in the front court. 12-2 currently. Tangi to Gudzulich. Gudzulich, travel. And checking in for the T-Birds is Victoria Stewart. Taking off Zoe Tangi. Inbounding for the McGrath Pandas on the side is Brooke Balderson. She inbounds to Ellie Wild. To Montana Bezere on the wing. Maddie Cook across. Oh, Blackmore out. Or sorry, Bezere out to Wild. Back to Bezere, and a great shot there from the baseline. A great 1-2 game they're playing right now. Manning takes the inbound. Gudzulich has it. Dribbles up the middle. Oh, but it's stolen by Wild. Wild to the basket. Oh, and it doesn't count, folks. They're calling it a, but the foul was before the shot, before she got into her steps, which is probably a good thing for Ross Sheppard as she did hit that shot.
Exactly, yeah. Have to earn those points now from the line here. I think Montana Bezere was the athlete that participated in a 3-point shootout earlier on in the day, Thomas, and she does have quite an impressive shot and release.
Yes.
Very good height on her jump shot.
Yeah, quick release too, which is always great. Doesn't give defenders a good chance to get a hand in her face and throw her off. Ellie Wild with making the second free throw there. Oh, it's over the top, but it's overthrown for Manning. Taylor out to Maddie Cook, who reverses it to Brezere and then pushes it up the floor to Wild. Back to Brezere. She shoots from 3. Oh, off the front rim, but it's offensive rebound again for Maddie Cook. She can't make it fall. That's the end of the first quarter, and it's currently 16-2 for the McGrath Pandas over the Ross Sheppard women T-Birds. Well, folks, if you're just tuning in, it is the end of the first quarter here at the 26th annual Totem Hoop Classic at Ross Sheppard. I'm Thomas Houghton, and I'm here with Alex. Yeah. And currently it is 16-2 for the McGrath Pandas, not looking good for the women.
Now, Thomas, you're an assistant coach for our senior basketball team, so, you know, being a coach, what type of advice do you think Coach Kerr's kind of giving to his girls right now?
It's really hard because right now McGrath is playing so aggressive in that three-quarter court press. I think the girls just have to take a deep breath and really try to reverse the ball when they're trying to break the press. If they only stick to one side, it makes it very easy for McGrath to predict where they're going to pass to next. But if they can get a reversal, I think that they'll have an easier time getting across half and really just have your head up. Sometimes the best pass is the longest pass.
Exactly, yeah. And it's, you know, not forcing things, forcing the closest person and spreading the ball around a little bit here.
Absolutely. Things get back in. Oh, and right off the bat, it's picks up from the first quarter. Wild gets a hand on it, but gets fouled accidentally by Adair. Playing aggressive. Two seconds into the second quarter, and Ross Sheppard's already picked up one foul. That's tough. Ellie Wild at the top. Passes to Brezere. Brezere. Out to Cook. Back to Wild. Over to Wild to Brezere. Back to Johnson. Wild. To the other Wild, to Brezere. She launches from deep. Oh, off the side rim. Will she get it? Oh, steps out of bounds. Good effort there by Ellie Johnson, but unfortunately she could not come down with it.
And the Wild sisters seem to have some pretty good chemistry. Obviously, being sisters, they've probably played together a lot before. So
absolutely.
Noticing a bit of that chemistry today.
Oh, great pass there by Adair. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate for Bosch. McGrath with the ball. Lucy Wild picks it up. Passes to her sister, Ellie Wild. Back to Lucy. Across to Brezere. And over to Johnson. Johnson with the shot. Oh, doesn't fall. Manning pushing the ball up the floor for the T-Birds. Goes to the baseline. Pulls up. Not there. Gazulich with the rebound. Bosch out to Adair. Oh, but it's stolen by Wild. Can Manning get back? She can. Great defensive play by Manning. Manning steals it off the block. She outlets to Gazulich. Gazulich with the layup off the glass. Oh, but she misses.
Great hustle there from Kate Manning. Wow. You know, Thomas, Kate is a terrific athlete for this T-Birds team, showing a lot of character and a lot of heart to make that play. Absolutely,
running all the way back to there and stopping the shot and then leading the fast break and being so unselfish, stealing Gazulich. Unfortunate they couldn't capitalize, but the T-Birds still have the ball. Adair out to Manning. Manning looks to shoot. Oh, it's not there. Goes baseline, puts up the shot, can't get it. Wild pushes. But the T-Birds get back, make her pull it back, run the half-court system. Wild to her sister. Out to Johnson. Back to Wild to Brezere. Out to Lucy Wild. Lucy Wild from 3. Oh, that was a rainbow shot. Nothing but nets.
Nothing but net there, yeah. Excellent shot there from Wild.
And they're still pressing. Manning has the ball. Passes to Gudzulich. Gudzulich up to Stewart. Stewart looked for a dare, but couldn't get it there. Lucy Wild currently has the ball for the McGrath Pandas. Passes to Brezere, who passes to Johnson. Back to Wild to Brezere. Across. Johnson from the corner 3. And she hits it. 22-2 currently for the McGrath Pandas over the Shep T-Birds. It's tough.
That's tough. McGrath is operating at a pretty high efficiency right now, Thomas.
Yes, they are. And Adair drives baseline, passes to Bosch for 3. Can she respond? Gudzulich hustles, gets the rebound. Oh, she goes up and puts it in. They really needed that. That was a great hustle play by Charna Gudzulich. Good heads-up play. Wrestles her opposition player to the ground and then puts it up off the glass.
Yeah, excellent toughness showed there by Charna. Very good to see her contribute here.
McGrath launches another 3, can't get it. Bosch gets the rebound. Passes to Manning. Manning slows it down, crosses over, looks to beat Lucy Wild. Brings it back on her right, then to her left. Dribble handoff to Bosch. Oh, look. They were looking to get the ball down there to Stewart, but it's just too many people in that key. Oh, and Wild and Brezere forced the jump ball. Unfortunate for Bosch.
Again, relentless defense from the McGrath Pandas here.
And that's a timeout for the McGrath Pandas. Currently it is 22-4 for the McGrath Pandas over the Ross Shep T-Birds. I'm Thomas Houghton and I'm here with Alex Tonzi. Alex, it's a tough one, but we'll be back in a second. And we're back here in the second quarter at the 26th annual Ross Sheppard Totem Hoop Classic. I'm Thomas Houghton and I'm joined by Alex Tonzi. Tough one to call today, Alex.
Yeah, absolutely a little bit one-sided here, but again, Shep is getting some chances to score. They're just not hitting them, so hopefully we can get our luck to turn around for these girls.
Absolutely. Brezere in the corner, passes to Jenna Taylor, but they call it back.
Travel there.
Gudzulich to inbound for the T-Birds. Manning, Bosch, Adair, and Stewart still on the floor. Bosch has the ball. Oh, also called for a travel. You can see that there's a little bit of nerves there starting. They're starting to pick up their feet when that pressure starts to come, so hopefully they can settle down here and get something going before half. 6:32 in the second quarter. Inbound. Brezere. Oh, to Jenna Taylor.
You know, you got to wonder how, you know, the pace of play is a little bit different than it was last game for the T-Birds. So obviously a little bit of an adjustment period here, and you know, this is a great building experience for these girls as it's still relatively early in their season. So to get a good competition like this is only going to make them stronger moving forward, Thomas.
That's right. Jenna Taylor completes the three-point play by hitting the free throw. And McGrath make a couple subs. Adair off the floor for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds, and Tangi back in. Brander to Stewart to Manning. Wild guarding Manning. Oh, she overthrows it. Ellie Hoy to the basket. No call. Wild follows it up, gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. Gudzulich to Manning. Back to Gudzulich. Up the court to Brander. And tough one, but Wild gets a hand on it. Passes it to Blackmore. Blackmore takes it all the way, puts it up right-handed. Timeout, Ross Sheppard T-Birds. Watching this game, you can see that McGrath plays a very aggressive full-court press. I think the T-Birds just need to keep their heads here. It's early still. I know it's a 25-point game currently, but I think that there needs to be a couple ball reversals in that backcourt as well as less dribbling. As soon as you take that dribble, you're giving your opponent just a chance to close you down, and there's hands everywhere. McGrath is really, really playing with some intensity today.
Well, absolutely, and it's clear that they've, probably most of these girls have been in the system for a couple years, and they kind of understand the intricacies of that defense, and it's really working for them right now.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if we can get a spark off the bench for our T-Birds here. The fouls currently are 2-1 for Shep, so they're not in the bonus. Still 6 minutes to play. Need to push the ball ahead of the court and maybe get a couple free throws going, just slow the game down, and hopefully maybe get McGrath in the bonus. But right now it's looking really, really tough. T-Birds come out of the lineup with Tangi, Manning, Brander, Stewart, and Gudzulich. Gudzulich looks to inbound the ball to Manning on the baseline. Their counterparts, the McGrath Pandas, line up with Maddie Cook, Ellie Hoy, Ellie Wild, Carly Blackmore, and Jenna Taylor. Once again, the press is on. Brander to the middle. Oh, but Ellie Wild gets it. Ellie passes to Ellie Hoy, back to Wild. Blackmore has the ball now. Passes over to Hoy. Oh, but it's too high and she can't get to it. Ross Sheppard T-Bird basketball. Need to take advantage of these turnovers. Gudzulich throws to Brander. Brander to Manning. Crosses over half. Keeps the ball alive. Brander has it, shoots the three. But it's long. Blackmore, quick outlet to Wild. Wild looks up the court, surveys. Nothing there, pulls it back. Passes to Maddie Cook. Maddie Cook looks for Blackmore. Oh, but Brander gets a steal. Brander's pushing up the floor. Can she get there? And there's a foul called.
Oh, good hustle there by Julia Brander.
Absolutely, great steal and looks to push the pace, but unfortunately Ellie Hoy, smart foul, gets in her way, doesn't let him have anything. Passes to Manning, screened by Stewart, or Tangi, pardon me. And Kate can't get it to fall. Maddie Cook to Ellie Wild. Ellie Wild to Blackmore. Back to Wild. Back to Blackmore. And back to Wild again. Dribbles down to the baseline. Passes to Jenna Taylor. Over to Hoy. Oh, and Maddie Cook in the corner cannot hit the three. Rebound to the Ross Sheppard T-Birds. Brander currently with the ball. Oh, but Wild picks her pocket. And the Ross Sheppard T-Bird. Oh, she picks her pocket again. Wild with the pass. Maddie Cook up. Oh, she can't get it. Gudzulich has it. Passes to Tangi, to Brander, up to Manning. Manning looks to take advantage. Oh, great hands there by number 5, Jenna Taylor, but then called for the foul.
But again, Thomas, we're starting to see a little bit of quicker ball movement up the court, and if it wasn't for that pass in the middle, we would have potentially had an open look. So good things happening on the T-Bird side of the ball.
Yep, baby steps. There's still lots of basketball to play. Victoria Stewart from the corner, no good. Rebound to Maddie Cook. Gives it to Ellie Wild, the senior point guard for the McGrath Pandas. Starts the offense from the top, goes to Maddie Cook. Over to Ellie Hoy. Manning steals the ball. Brings it back, slows things down. Oh, she looks for Tangi in transition. And it's a layup.
Again, Kate Manning's a catalyst for that play with a great steal and dish to Zoe Tangi, and we're back on the board here.
Ellie Wild over to Ellie Hoy. Ellie Hoy shoots it, no good, but Blackmore on the rebound. Oh, she misses it. Tangi with the rebound and draws the foul. T-Birds got away with one there as no one had Blackmore boxed out, and then she, in frustration, gets the foul called on Tangi. Tangi now checking out. Oh, sorry. Adair is now coming in for Gudzulich. Tangi still in the game, looking to inbound the ball. Manning surveys. Gets it to Adair. Reversal to Tangi. And right back to Adair. Oh, but she loses the ball. Adair drives on the floor. Gets it to Murray. Oh, can't get it. Blackmore. Up to Hoy. Up to Wild. There wasn't a single dribble there, folks. That's some heads-up basketball, literally. Manning. Back to Tangi, to Murray. Murray dribbles across half. Oh, but Wild's called for the reach. Once again, it's proving that when the T-Birds can pass it across half, they seem to have no problem with this press, but as soon as they put the ball on the floor, they're really giving the McGrath Pandas a chance to pounce on them.
Well, absolutely, Thomas, and as soon as they're moving the ball, the McGrath's being very quick to it, so a lot of these turnovers are coming, you know, as the players are trailing the T-Birds, and they're kind of just getting a hand there and deflecting the ball.
Absolutely. Tangi with the screen from Manning, dribbles across the top, hands off to Adair. Adair, back to Manning. Manning looks to shoot. Back to Murray. Murray for three. Oh, and it's off the front rim. Long rebound. Oh, and Adair can't get to it. Lucy Wild. Oh, over to Ellie Johnson, and she's fouled pretty hard. She gets up, she's okay. Foul is on number 11, Victoria Stewart. Had to hustle to get back there. Couldn't make the play, unfortunately. Ball has gone out into the hallway, and it is back. Ellie Johnson to shoot two. Misses the first. Johnson makes the second. Tangi takes the ball out, passes to Manning. The press is still going on here, folks. It's amazing how hard these McGrath Pandas work. Manning takes it up and reverses to Murray. Murray passes to Stewart. Over to Adair. Back to Murray. To Manning, to Adair. Good ball movement here by the T-Birds. Can they get a shot off? Manning from the 45 cannot get the three to drop. Balderson rebounds and outlets to Wild, who passes to Blackmore. Back to Balderson, to Wild, to Blackmore. Over to Johnson. Over to Wild. Blackmore with the ball now, shoots from the 45, cannot get it to drop. Oh, but it's a rebound by Johnson, goes to put it up, can't get it up. Adair comes away with the ball, oh, but straight dives on the floor. Great hustle there. Have to commend these McGrath Pandas, even when they're up 32-6, they are diving on the floor for loose balls.
Yeah, they are playing very, very relentless basketball right now, Thomas, and again, Shep seems to be a bit on their heels at times, but you know, last few possessions they've started to create a few things around the rim, so that's a positive for sure.
Absolutely. Murray there fouled, and Stewart rather is fouled, and she will shoot as McGrath are now in the bonus. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. It is 32-6 for the McGrath Pandas over the Ross Sheppard T-Birds women's team. With 2 minutes left, I would think that Coach Kerr will look to push the ball and maximize possessions by either drawing a foul or looking for a quick score.
Absolutely, yeah. Try to limit the damage as much as possible here.
Yep. First one is good. Second, off the front rim. Oh, but it's a violation by Straight for the McGrath Pandas. She will reshoot. Stewart with the second, and it's good. Looks like Ella McKenzie will check back in for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds as Zoe Tangi checks out.
Of course, Ella has a pretty significant height advantage on a lot of these players on the court. McGrath's tallest player, I think, is 5'11". Ella's 6 feet, but I think she's more like 6'1", Thomas.
Yeah, you can see she's really looking like she's standing head and shoulders above everyone out there. If she can use her length on the defensive side, maybe she can spark a little bit of a run here for our Lady T-Birds. Foul is called. One more, and McGrath will be shooting as well, as Shep has 4 fouls this quarter. Timeout, McGrath Pandas. 1:42 here in the second quarter. It is currently 32-8 for the McGrath Pandas. I am Thomas Houghton here with Alex Tonzi. Alex, it's been a tough one to call. Still a lot of basketball left, and you'd think if they can figure out this full court press, they have a shot here.
Absolutely, you know, and that's just it's a tough system to counteract, and you know, takes a lot of speed, but it also takes making smart plays. So
Yes.
I think that comes with experience, and again, we're early in the season, so look for these girls to kind of get a handle on that. Again, great test for them early on. All these girls are on the Rouse Sheppard team. I gotta speak for some of their teachers. You know, I've heard they're very academically sound, work very hard. I have a lot of them in my sports performance class, and they're great kids. And it's just a matter of time before they start seeing some success out here, Thomas.
Absolutely. And when you look at the rosters and you compare them, there's 6 seniors here on the McGrath Pandas and only 1 grade 10, whereas Ross Shep has only 3 grade 12s and starts 2 grade 10s. So that experience and maturity, not to mention, as you mentioned earlier, there is a very small graduating class here in McGrath. So naturally the girls have probably playing together not only since high school, but junior high and possibly before that. And it's really showing out there, especially the Wild Sisters have been the 2 standouts.
Oh, absolutely. Their chemistry. Not only on the offensive side of the board, Thomas, but defensively as well, kind of forcing certain plays and following up and making steals. They've done a fantastic job here today.
Absolutely, and we're back in it. Bezray is looking to inbound from McGrath. Passes to straight. Oh, but she can't get it. Goes back to Bezray off the glass. Great heads-up play there. Who's inbounding the ball for Shep? It's Adair. Murray and Manning in the backcourt. Back to Adair. Adair dribbles up. Oh, and Wild gets a hand there. And that's what you were just talking about. Those Wild Sisters, they're all over the floor, and if you put the ball, if you're going to dribble the ball against them, they're going to get a hand in your face.
Yeah, even if you're past them, they've shown that they've had that second effort to kind of make plays happen from trailing their opponents. So, and tough defense.
Absolutely. Bezray in the corner to Johnson. Johnson pump fakes. Back out to Balderson. Balderson to Straight. Straight from 3. Off the front rim. Good box out there by Stewart. And Stewart will be shooting again, as I've said earlier. McGrath, the Pandas are in the bonus. This is exactly what you want if you are the Ross Sheppard Thunderbirds. You want to slow the game down, get to the line. There's 24-second shot clock, so there's 3 possessions left here. If they can cut those in half and maybe try to get a shot off in 12 seconds, 15 seconds, they might be able to get to the line or get a couple baskets before half.
Absolutely, and again, positives to build on going into the next half are always a good thing, and with a young team, you definitely want to stress what they're doing right, not necessarily what they're doing wrong.
Absolutely. Ahead to Bezray from Wild, back to Wild. Wild hands off to Bezray, she drives in, looks for Balderson in the corner. Johnson now with the ball, back to Balderson. Balderson passes to Bezray. Bezray looks, shoots from mid-range, not there. Manning with the rebound, looks to push, looks up to see who's open. Drives down the right side here to the baseline. Nothing there. Oh, loses the handle. Unfortunate there. Kate was looking to get something going, but didn't seem to have anyone open.
Well, again, great effort by Kate Manning to try to spur on this team. You gotta give her credit for that for sure.
Lucy Wild carries up the ball. Manning has her. Hand off to Balderson, who's guarded by Murray. Oh, good hand in there by Adair, but Bezray cuts back to her, passes to Wild on the wing. Wild out to Straight to Bezray. Bezray from 3. Short, but Johnson is there to anticipate, grab the ball, and put it back up for the layup. Murray overthrows Adair. Bezray has the ball, passes to Wild. Out to Bezray. Oh, loses the handle, passes to Johnson, shoots. Off the front rim, Murray with the rebound, and that's the half, folks. You are joining us live here at Ross Sheppard for the 26th annual Totem Hoop Classic. It is currently McGrath 36, Shep 10 in this women's semifinal. We will be back with you shortly. Welcome back to the 26th annual Sheppard High School Totem Hoop Classic here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I am your play-by-play announcer, Thomas Houghton. I was earlier joined by my color commentator, Alex Tonzi. He has since left and had to go back to teaching. He does some of the strength and conditioning and the sports performance classes here at Shep, and we are so lucky to have him. Thanks for helping out today, Alex. Currently, the score at half is the McGrath Pandas 36, and the Sheppard women are trailing with only 10 on the board. But there's still a half to play here, folks, and we want to see if Nate Kerr, his coaching staff, and the Sheppard women can get something going. On the floor for the Sheppard T-Birds are Kate Manning, Ella McKenzie, Emily Adair, Annika Bosch, and Zoe Tangi. The McGrath Pandas line up with the Wild Sisters playing the point or playing guards for them. Ellie off to Brezove, over to the other Wild Sister. Jenna Taylor now with the ball, hands to Brezove and then sets the screen over to Lucy Wild. Lucy Wild drives from the wing, off the glass, and it's in. It's been a tough night for the Sheppard T-Birds. They're looking for a spark off the bench or from one of their starters. Bosch dribbles, loses it. Wild with the ball in the steal. Drives down, pulls it back as Adair gets back on defense. And Wild found Brezove trailing, and she chucked up the three and a win in off the glass. That's an unlucky one for the T-Birds, folks. Ella McKenzie to inbound now for the T-Birds. And despite being up 31, the McGrath Pandas are still pressing. And Wild almost got a hand on that one, covering Kate Manning there. McKenzie still to inbound. Manning takes the ball, surveys the floor, reverses it back to McKenzie. Over to Bosch. And they're called for a backcourt violation, 8 seconds. This McGrath Pandas full court press has been tough on the Sheppard women all night. Inbounding the ball for the McGrath Pandas now is Montana Brezove. Gives it to Ellie Wild. And she's called for the backcourt violation. Shows a little frustration there in her inbounder. Now Zoe Tangi for the Sheppard women in the front court. Passes to Manning. Lucy Wild guarding her. Crosses over. Passes to Bosch. Bosch in the corner, launches the three. And it's off the front rim. But McKenzie gets the board, puts it back up off the glass. Great basket by Ella McKenzie. Great second effort. Stayed with the play. Sheppard really needed that. Ellie Wild carries up the ball for the McGrath Pandas. Hands off to Montana Brezove. Lucy Wild with the ball now. Back to Brezove, backdoor cut. And she passes out to Ellie Johnson, who shoots. Long two. Great ball movement there by the Pandas. Manning now with the ball. Pushes it up the court. Surveys the field. Back to Adair. Adair spins. But Wild gets her hands there in the pocket, goes all the way, layup off the glass, she misses, but her sister Lucy cleans it up with the offensive board and puts it in. The Wild Sisters have been absolutely tormenting the Sheppard women all night, getting their hands in the passing lanes, in the pockets, and really, really being the spearhead of that front court, full court press. Sheppard, unfortunately, there with the traveling turnover. Lucy inbounds her sister Ellie Wild. Looks to get the Pandas in their offense. Wild, fakes the handoff to Brezove, but loses the dribble. Back to Brezove, no one has her, shoots the three. Glass and out. Offensive board to McGrath, put it up, but they can't get it. Tangi gets it, passes to Bosch. Bosch dribbles across half. Goes all the way, nice crossover, but can't get it high enough off the glass. McGrath with the outlet to Montana Brezove. Sees nothing is there, and she brings it back. Lucy Wild now with the ball. Hand back to Montana Brezove. Passes to Ellie. But Bosch gets her hands in the lane. Wild recovers. Passes out to Brezove. Brezove into Johnson. Great little shot there. Sorry, that was Taylor, actually. Jenna Taylor there for the McGrath Pandas. Manning now with the ball. Being picked up by Lucy Wild. Dribbles to her right. Hands off to Bosch. Bosch to Adair. Adair into McKenzie. But Lucy Wild sees it. Outlets to her sister Ellie Wild. The senior guard for the McGrath Pandas. Pump fake. Makes her jump off the glass and in. Great move there by Ellie Wild, showing her leadership and senior experience. Bosch hands off to Manning. Manning looks to attack all the way. Oh, and called for the foul is Taylor, or rather Johnson, and Manning will be going to the line to shoot 2. You can see she tried to slide over there, but unfortunately did not get there in time and ended up clipping her. Ellie Johnson now checks out. Blackmore back in for the McGrath Pandas. Kate Manning at the line shooting 2. Makes the first. The Ross Sheppard women really need Kate to get going here in the second half and spark something. Here with the second. Off the rim. Jenna Taylor with the rebound, passes to Ellie Wild, senior guard for the McGrath Pandas. Outlets to Brezre. Oh, and a little handoff pass to Jenna Taylor. Great play, great transition play there by the McGrath Pandas. It's been a tough night for the Ross Sheppard women, and you can really see here McGrath really likes to push the pace, get aggressive, and then hit them in transition. Ellie Wild to Lucy Wild. Oh, and she fakes, steps across. Nice little move there by the 2 Wild sisters. Annika Bosch now with the ball. Crosses over. Ellie Wild gets her hands there. Oh, but Bosch keeps to the ball. Passes to Adair baseline. Dribbles. Oh, reverse eye off the glass. Does not fall. Blackmore with the rebound. Gives it to Ellie Wild. Slowing things down here now for McGrath. Handoff to Brezere. Out to Lucy Wild. Now to Blackmore. Blackmore to Jenna Taylor, who gets it back. Can't make it happen. Kate Manning now with the ball. Pushes it up the floor. Oh! Good anticipation there by Jenna Taylor. Still Ross Sheppard ball, but did not let that pass go through. 2 subs check in now for the McGrath Pandas. We have number 4, Ellie Hoy, and number 8, Maddie Cook. Tangi to Adair. Passes in the corner to Bosch. Oh, but it's too much. She heard her calling for the ball and just put a little too much mustard on that one, folks. Ellie Hoy to inbound to Ellie Wild. Dribbles across half. Picked up by Bosch. Handoff to Maddie Cook. Oh, Manning almost gets her hand in the passing lane there, but they recover. Blackmore to the basket. Oh, good block by Adair. Outlet to Manning. Manning in the court, running up the court. Looks to take her man. Goes baseline, pulls up. Good shot by Kate Manning. Good patience to see if her defender would drop off there, create some space, and then hit the jumper. Ellie Wild. Now to Maddie Cook. Over to Ellie Hoy. Over to Blackmore. Blackmore. Over to Jem Taylor. Over to Maddie Cook. 3 is no good. Adair with the rebound. Surveys the field. Court, rather. Passes to Tangi. Tangi for 3. Oh, off the front rim. Blackmore with the rebound. Outlets to Wild. Wild slows it down. Lets her team catch up. That's some veteran experience there by a senior point guard. Hoy with the ball. Picked up by Manning. Over to Maddie Cook, who drives down the lane, puts up it off the glass. Oh, a tough shot. Can't make it fall. McKenzie with the rebound. Out to Manning. Manning, cross half. Looking to attack. All the way. No. Unfortunately, cannot get the call. Blackmore there, the culprit. Ellie Wild with the ball now. Passes to Jenna Taylor. Takes it baseline. Off the glass and in. Nice little pump fake and drive off the baseline there. Annika Bosch dribbles for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds across half. Into Ella McKenzie. McKenzie, reverse pivot. Draws the foul on Jenna Taylor of the McGrath Pandas. Nice aggressive move there by Ella McKenzie. Didn't give Jenna Taylor there enough time to close her down, and when she got there, she was late, and hands were hitting arms there, folks, for the foul. Ella McKenzie to inbound the ball for the Ross Sheppard T-Bird women. Gives it to Annika Bosch. Picked up by Balderson. Gudzulich now with the ball for the T-Birds. Stewart has it. Oh, looked in the corner, but Blackmore got in the passing lane, pushes up the floor. It's an outlet pass to Lucy Wild, who brings it back. Lucy Wild to Balderson. Balderson to the rim. Oh, good defense there by number 9, Jordan Cook on the Ross Sheppard women. Oh, outlet to Ella McKenzie. Ella McKenzie, good pump fake, good patience. Off the glass and in. 55-17, McGrath Pandas over the Ross Sheppard women. Lucy Wild dribbles across half. Passes to Blackmore. Blackmore drives. Passes to Balderson. Passes to Taylor. And then to Cook. Balderson with the pump fake. Wild now has it. Bosch called for the tough foul. A lot of back and forth passing here from the McGrath Pandas, really looking to just see who's maybe falling asleep there, not picking up their check, or perhaps not picking up their help side. Maddie Cook to inbound for the McGrath Pandas. And gives it to Carly Blackmore. Carly Blackmore over to Lucy Wild. Lucy Wild to Brooke Balderson, looks to drive. Good hand there by Bosch. Lucy Wild with the ball, forces it. Oh, and draws a tough foul. Tough one there for the T-Birds. Almost played 24 seconds of solid D. But McGrath bailed out by the refs at the last second. Lucy Wild shoot 2 at the free throw line. Currently 55-17. Misses the first. Shooting the second. And it's good. Currently 56-17, McGrath Pandas over the Ross Sheppard T-Birds in the semifinal here at the 26th Annual Totem Hoop Classic. Bosch for the T-Birds, drives and dishes. Shot goes up by Jordan Cook. Little floater on the baseline. Great basket there. Need a little spark off the bench. Keep it positive. Bosch picks up Lucy Wild. Lucy Wild to Maddie Cook. Maddie Cook to Balderson. Balderson to Straight. Straight takes it in all the way. Oh, blocked by McKenzie. Great block. Stewart with the ball. Outlets to Cook. Back to Stewart. Gudzulich has it. Drives baseline. Across to Bosch. Bosch goes to the basket. Nice move. Scoop up and under. That was a great move by Bosch. Slipped by her defender with that long step and then scoop off the glass. Julia Wild now for McGrath. Hands off to Blackmore. McGrath with the ball. Balderson, straight. Straight to Cook. Cook looks to attack. Can't get it to drop. Good rebound by McKenzie. Gudzulich with the ball. Oh, but Balderson comes back and steals it before they can get across half. They reset with Wild at the top. Bosch on Wild. Blackmore now with the ball. Pulls up from 3. Off the front rim. Cook with the rebound. Oh, and Balderson steals it again. Oh, whose ball will it be? Good hustle by both women there. As you can see, the McGrath Pandas have shown no signs of slowing down. They are really, really taking it to the Ross Sheppard women here. That full court press, they really look to get on them from the get-go, even when they're not making shots. And off the rebound, they're looking to get hands in the passing lanes and potentially look for someone not expecting it. Cook from the corner. Misses. Gudzulich with the ball. Out to McKenzie. Wild almost with the steal there again. They are always moving, folks, these McGrath Pandas. Gudzulich inbounds into McKenzie. Dribbles baseline. Called for out of bounds. Brooke Balderson inbounding now for the McGrath Pandas. Gives it to Lucy Wild. Dribbles up to the half court. Picked up by Annika Bosch on the Ross Sheppard T-Birds. Back to Brooke Balderson. Back to Wild. Wild looks to exploit her defender. Oh, and called for the foul is Annika Bosch. She looks frustrated. That's a tough one. You can see there, just didn't move her feet quick enough. Tough one, tough call. Got to still keep being aggressive and look for positives, though, on defense. Julia Wild misses the first. Sorry, Lucy Wild. Shauna Gudzulich looks to inbound for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds. Checking now is Jamie Bunting. And on the McGrath side is Ellie Hoy. Victoria Stewart brings up the ball for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds, crosses over. Passes to Gudzulich. Gudzulich drives. Passes to McKenzie. McKenzie wrapped up by Lucy Wild rather, and Miranda Strait. Lucy Wild now with the ball. Picked up by Jamie Bunting. Blackmore receives it on the wing. Oh, and right back to Wild. Jamie Bunting just lost her there for a second, and you can see it. Passes to the wing and immediately cuts to the basket looking for the return pass. Bunting can't get there till late. Gets her on the arm. First one is no good by Lucy Wild. Second. Also off the front rim, but rebound goes out to McGrath, out to Blackmore. Can't get it to go. Oh, and Ellie Johnson gets the offensive rebound. Third in a row for McGrath. Puts it up, gets fouled, and she'll shoot 2 at the line. You can see these McGrath Pandas really are aggressive in how they play basketball. The coach talked about it before the game, and that's how they get in their rhythm, and they don't look to step out of it. They haven't taken their foot off the gas, and they have not given their opponents, the Ross Sheppard senior women's basketball team, a chance to get back in this game. Rebound goes long to Cook. Cook dribbles across half. Slows it down, surveys the court. Out to Stewart at the top, into McKenzie. McKenzie looks to be aggressive, passes out to Cook. Cook drives, baseline, gets stopped, puts up the floater, off the front rim. And that's the third quarter, folks. Current score is McGrath Pandas 58, the Ross Sheppard Senior Women 21, in a tough one here in the semifinals of the 26th annual Totem Hoop Classic at Ross Sheppard High School, Edmonton, Alberta. And we are back here, folks. There has been very little to celebrate, unfortunately, today for the Ross Sheppard women. In a tough one here against the McGrath Pandas. Current score going into the fourth quarter is 58-21. McGrath has really put pressure on them from the get-go, picking up full court, three-quarter court, and even looking to trap in the half court, and it's really stifled Nate Kerr and this Ross Sheppard women's offense. Good learning lesson, though it is early in the season. It's good to play opponents like this. It really refines your skills, and it really situates you where you are compared to others. So the girls will no doubt take this fourth quarter as a great learning opportunity and try to get into the offense. Bunting with the ball. Passes to Stewart. Stewart takes a dribble to the baseline, back to Bunting. Bunting looks to reverse it. Oh! But Ellie Johnson sees it, goes all the way, fouled. As you can see, as I was just saying, the McGrath Pandas really do play an aggressive brand, and they look to get in the passing lanes, anticipating that reversal pass. Ellie Johnson goes to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Makes the second. McKenzie takes it out for the inbounds. Sub for McGrath. Blackmore in for Johnson. Bunting now with the ball. Up the court to Stewart. Stewart dribbles. Looks for Gudzulich on the baseline. Oh, tough pass. Couldn't come down with it. McGrath Pandas ball. Ellie Hoy inbounding for Lucy Wild. Kate Manning checking back in for Victoria Stewart for the Ross Sheppard women. Lucy Wild with the ball. Picked up by Bunting. Crosses half. Hand off to Bezray. Manning, good defense. Over to Hoy, to Blackmore, back to Bezray. Double teamed in the post. Jenna Taylor drives and dishes to Lucy Wild. Bezray from the 3. Bunting with the rebound. Surveying the court.
Pushes up to Kate. Kate Manning dribbles baseline, brings it back. Back out to Bunting. Jordan Cook drives, puts up the shot, and she is fouled by Lucy Wild. Good aggressive move there by Jordan Cook. Really got her on the hands there, Lucy Wild, and puts Jordan Cook at the line shooting 2. Second shot is good. Sub for McGrath. The senior guard, Ellie Wild, coming in for Ellie Hoy. Carly Blackmore inbounds the ball to the aforementioned Ellie Wild. Dribbles across. Handoff by Bezere. Lucy Wild now with the ball to Blackmore. Over to Taylor. Oh, but Manning gets a hand in the passing lane as Taylor was looking for Blackmore. Bunting now with the ball across half. Reverse to Manning. Manning over to Cook. Pump fake. Great move to the baseline. Passes to Gudzulich. Oh, no call there. Tough one on the Ross Sheppard T-Birds, but they retain possession. Ella McKenzie to inbound. Out to Kate Manning. Keeps it in the half. Oh, off of her foot. Lucy Wild forces the jump ball and wins the ball back for McGrath. It has to be said that Ellie Wild and her sister Lucy Wild have really made the difference today at the 1 and 2 position. They spearhead that aggressive style of play that McGrath likes to play. Lucy Wild with the ball now to Carly Blackmore. Out to Jenna Taylor. To Montana Brezere. Oh, lob pass to Taylor. Pump fake. Great block by Ella McKenzie, who outlets to Kate Manning. Kate across half. Picks up her dribble and passes to Bunting. Bunting to the corner to Cook. Pump fake. Back to Bunting. Loses the ball but gets it over to Manning. Manning. Handoff to Gudzulich. Gudzulich puts it up. And it's in. Floater from the baseline. Nice little shot there. Ellie Wild dribbles across half. Handoff to Brezere. That seems to be their go-to, a little dribble handoff. Oh, and Bunting almost stole the ball until Lucy Wild picked it back up, but then forces the turnover. Kate Manning has it now. Crosses half. Passes to Cook. Pump fake. Drives baseline. Over to McKenzie. But Lucy Wild is there to steal the ball. Looked to get that dribble handoff, but Cook anticipated. Over to Bezere. Cook picks up Ellie Wild. Ellie Wild drives. Out to Jenna Taylor. Jenna Taylor to Carly Blackmore. Drives. Shoots from the free throw line. Off the glass and in. Wow. Nothing seems to be going the Ross Sheppard women's way today. Kate Manning across half. Keeps possession. Passes to Jamie Bunting. Jamie passes to Jordan Cook. To Charna Gudzulich. Oh, baseline pass. Great pass to Kate Manning. Great shot. Nice three-pointer there from Kate Manning. Great ball movement by the Lady T-Birds. Ellie Wild now. Dribbles. Passes to Montana Brezere. Looks to answer back. Oh. Brick. Didn't happen for him, and now the Ross Sheppard women will have possession. Timeout to the McGrath Pandas. It is currently 6:27 in the fourth quarter here at the Ross Sheppard Totem Hoop Classic, the 26th annual. It is 61-27 McGrath Pandas over the senior women's team. As you can see here, little floater there, baseline by Jordan Cook. Great shot. Another great move, that scoop up and under earlier in the game by Annika Bosch. Some of the highlights of the day. Gudzulich here too. Nice little floater baseline. Blackmore here, as you can just see, kind of hit with that little dagger. That one stings off the glass. I don't think she called it, folks. But then Kate responding with a nice three. Started with a great team ball movement sequence there from the Lady T-Birds. You have to wonder what the McGrath coach is saying to his girls to keep them motivated with 6:27 left. This is a big opportunity to show some character by the Lady T-Birds. They will have the opportunity to still play for a medal. The season is young, as they are too. It's a good learning experience. Ross Shepp lines up with Kate Manning, Jamie Bunting, Charna Guzulich, Ella McKenzie, and Jordan Cook. Manning with the ball. Crosses half to Bunting. Bunting. Oh, tries to go back to Manning, but Ellie Wild gets her hand. Guzulich looking for McKenzie. Oh, can't get it there, but there was a foul called. Jenna Taylor there with a hold on Guzulich, stopping her from getting the ball to McKenzie there. Guzulich inbound for the T-Birds. Looking for Bunting, but gave it away. Lucy Wild over to her sister Ellie Wild. Montana Breseray. Kate Manning tried to steal the ball, couldn't make it happen. Passed in the post to Carly Blackmore, and then a shot by Taylor, but could not get it to fall. McGrath with the offensive rebound, and then Bunting and Ellie Wild involved in a jump ball situation. Ross Sheppard ball. Charna Guzulich here, inbounding to Kate Manning. Manning over to Cook, to McKenzie. Shot from the free throw line. Can't make it happen. Guzulich with the offensive board and puts it up. Way to not give up on the play there by Guzulich. Ellie Wild dribbles across half. Surveys. Blackmore with the screen for Lucy Wild. Lucy Wild with the ball. Screen by Taylor. Passes to the corner for Breseray. Breseray. Back out to Ellie Wild. Ellie Wild to the corner to Taylor. Oh, and Ross Sheppard forces a turnover. Ella McKenzie with the ball. Looking ahead to Bunting. Bunting to the basketball. Or to the basket, rather. Bumped off the line, couldn't make it happen. Ellie Wild now with the ball for the McGrath Pandas. Crosses half. Passes over to Montana Breseray. Over to Lucy Wild. Oh, all the way from the 45. The drive, called for the foul. She'll shoot two. You can see there's no lack of effort for the Ross Sheppard women here. Just have to see this through, reevaluate, and reset. It's a good opportunity for every team to experience this. Sometimes even the best teams lose, and it's early in the season. I think there'll be lots to go over, and Nate Kerr and his coaching staff will be sure to let the girls know what they can improve on. Second shot by Lucy Wild is good, as she checks out for Ellie Hoy for the McGrath Pandas. McKenzie in to Manning. Manning dribbling to half. Passes to Bunting. To McKenzie. Oh! But Ellie Wild gets it, brings it back. As the Ross Sheppard T-Birds came back on defense. Hoy, the substitute, comes on, launches a three, and can't get it to drop. Good effort there by Ellie Johnson to keep it in bounds, but she stepped out of bounds, and it's Ross Sheppard ball. Annika Bosch checks in for Jamie Bunting for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds. Ella McKenzie inbounds. Manning dribbling up the court. To the wing, to Cook. Into the high post. To McKenzie. Bosch loses the ball. Balderson had it. Pass to Ellie Wild. Over to Hoy. Ellie Wild now with the ball back in her hands. Out to Balderson. Screen by Johnson. Oh, it's the pick and roll. Doesn't make it happen. Great effort by Cook. Oh, but Johnson steals the ball back, and it's back in McGrath's hands. Ellie Wild with the ball now. Hoy, Wild. From the top. Nice pass to Jenna Taylor, and she hits the little jumper from about 17 feet. Good ball movement by McGrath there. Manning dribbles to half. Tipped out by Ellie Wild. Even with 3:43 left and the score at 64-29 for the McGrath Pandas, Ellie Wild is still picking up right as her player crosses half and getting her hands in the passing lanes. That's a competitor, folks. Emily Adair over to Manning. Manning from corner three. Off the rim. But McKenzie gets the rebound. Puts it back up. Off the glass? No. Ellie Hoy has the ball now for McGrath. Outlets to Ellie Wild. Wild across half. Over to Ellie Johnson. Johnson back to Wild. Wild from the top, off the glass, and in. Saw the lane and she attacked it. McKenzie now inbounds for Ross Sheppard. Over to Manning. Manning to Bosch. Bosch to McKenzie. Manning shoots. No good. Straight with the rebound. Outlet. Oh, but Bosch gets her hands. McKenzie has it now and passes it to Kate Manning. Over to Cook. Over to McKenzie. McKenzie from the free throw line. Oh, but it's blocked. Grabs the ball. Passes it to Hoy. Looking for Ellie Wild in transition, but can't get it to happen. Kate Manning now with the ball. Drives baseline. Shoots. No good. Off the front rim. Johnson with the rebound from McGrath. Ellie Wild with the ball in her hands. The senior guard for the McGrath Pandas. Crosses to her left. Hands off to Ellie Hoy. Ellie Hoy drives. In the corner to Straight. Straight from about 18 feet. Oh, and it's in and out. Hoy with the rebound. No good. Cook grabs it. Brings it back. Dribbles up to half. Passes to Bosch. But Bosch was standing out of bounds. Tough one. Maddie Cook is checking in for Ellie Johnson now for the McGrath Pandas. At only 10 girls on the team, you can see that the McGrath Pandas really do get everyone minutes, and they're all pretty good contributors. That's where that experience and the aforementioned 6th grade 12s really makes a difference, playing together for so many years. Here's Hoy from the wing. Oh, McKenzie with the rebound. Rips it. Drives. Sees up the court. Oh, but she can't get the pass to Wild. Wild brings it back, slows things down, and lets her players get ahead of her. Hand off to Balderson. Balderson passes out to Ellie Hoy. Comes off the screen. Maddie Cook now with the ball. Over to Straight. Crosses to her right. To Hoy, to Wild. And they call a moving screen on Miranda Straight there. Offensive foul on McGrath. It is Ross Sheppard ball. Current score is 66-29. McGrath over Ross Sheppard. 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Gudzulich inbounds to Brander. Brander over to Stewart. Stewart, hard dribbles towards the baseline. Over to Gudzulich. Oh, and over aggressive there by Maddie Cook, and she gets called for the foul on Gudzulich. For a team that's so aggressive and looking to jump those passing lanes and really pick up and put ball pressure, you have to say, not in the bonus with a minute 20 left in the fourth quarter, that's a pretty good thing for a coach to see. If they're playing that aggressive and they're staying out of foul trouble, there's nothing more you can ask for. Gudzulich into Brander. Brander dribbles across. Passes to Perry. Perry to Stewart. Stewart to McKenzie, or to Gudzulich rather. Brander with the shot, but the play is called back. Gudzulich will shoot two for the earlier foul. You can just see there as she dribbled to pass to Brander, there's a reach in there by Brooke Balderson of the McGrath Pandas. Gudzulich first shot. No good. Second. Off the front rim. And a foul called on the Ross Sheppard T-Birds. Julia Brander for the hold. Timeout now called in a strange manner here by the McGrath Pandas. 66-29 currently. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough night for the Ross Sheppard T-Birds, as you can see there, and Carly Blackmore with hitting the bank shots. Kate Manning with one of the few threes for the Ross Sheppard women. That one coming from a great team movement. Ella McKenzie and Gudzulich have been pretty good on the boards, but McGrath have matched their intensity. The Ross Sheppard women will be playing tomorrow in the bronze medal game, so make sure that if you are in the Edmonton area, you come out and check it out. The facility and the new gym is great here. It is state-of-the-art and one of the best in Western Canada. The crowd is great, and there's a really great culture around Ross Sheppard. The tournament so far has been a really great success, And it's nice to see the students supporting everyone. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Roshep has on the floor Julia Brander, Victoria Stewart, Hannah Perry, Sharna Gudzulich, and Jordan Cook. Balderston inbounds to Wild. Ellie Wild crosses over to her left. Passes to Balderston. Screen by Straight. Back to Wild. Wild gives it back to Maddie Cook. Passes to Balderston on the baseline. Oh, she can't get it to drop. Straight with the rebound. Cannot get it to drop. Oh, another offensive rebound for Straight. Can't get it to drop. Brander now with the ball. Down the right sideline. Passes to Gudzulich. Gudzulich over to Cook. Cook pump fakes. Looks for Perry. Misses her shot. Follows it up. Off the glass. Way to not give up on the play there by Hannah Perry. Came across, received the pass, couldn't get the first one to drop. Stuck with the play. Offensive rebound and puts it in. Screen by Straight. Wild over to Hoy. Hoy from 3. Hits it. Stewart now with the ball. Puts it up off the glass. Oh, and it bounces in and out. Ellie Hoy dribbles up the court. Gives it to Wild. Over to Balderston. Now to Straight. Balderston has the ball. And that's the game, folks. This one finishes in a tough semifinal for the Ross Sheppard women. 69-31 for the McGrath Pandas over the T-Birds. The Ross Sheppard women will be playing for a chance at a medal tomorrow in the bronze medal game. So come out and root them on. The final score of today's game was, once again, 69-41. I'd like to thank our color commentator earlier from today, Alex Tonzi. Our cameraman was David Foley. Alex Testowich was our switcher, and Rob Zitlau was our director. I'm Thomas Houghton, and I was your play-by-play announcer. Thanks for watching from Ross Sheppard School and the 26th Annual Totem Hoop Classic from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we'll talk to you soon.